In this section, we'll be discussing screen sharing with the end user. Sometimes in corporate environments, it's going to be hard for a technician to reach a end user because of maybe where they work or they're just on a different floor. Most problems that you're going to run across in a corporate network is going to be, well, can be resolved remotely. So we're going to cover two of the most common remote access tools that most companies use today, which is going to be Teamviewer and Join.me. There's others like BombGuard, things like that companies use as well, but these are, I've noticed, the most implemented in companies. So first we're going to take a look at Teamviewer. I already have it downloaded here on both systems. We're going to say that this system on the left is going to be system 1, which is by the remote user, and the system on our right, our domain controller, is going to be the admin system. So I'm going to open Teamviewer on both, and in the Allow Remote Control section, you'll see an ID and password. Now we have this on both systems, but because we're trying to access the end user's PC, we want the end user's username and password. So here we're going to pretend that we asked the user to read back the ID that we needed to type in our system, and we got that. Let's do it. 115.019.793. Okay, and we're going to select Connect to Partner. Now you need internet connection for Teamviewer. It does authenticate through that way. So we're going to wait for it to connect. As you can see, once the system is able to be reached, it's going to prompt for the password. So we're going to type the password of the end user PC, which is 8368, and we're going to hit log on. And as we can see, we now have remote control to the end user PC. Teamviewer doesn't prompt for username and password for local authentication. It just goes off the user ID and password in the application. So we can open folders, we can delete files, things like that. So we have remote control. And at the top, you'll see a little bar with a few extra things. We can transfer files. Let me go back and close this out. Oh, sorry. I closed the application. Let's connect one more time. I want to type the password, 8368. Most technicians make that mistake, closing the actual window. So we see we have files and extras, and here you can access remote printing, take screenshots, start recording the session, or we can even transfer files. Under Communicate, we can switch partners, things like that. We can have a chat, video. Under View, we can change the scaling, even the quality of our connection we can adjust. We can adjust the screen resolution, we can hide the wallpaper, so and so on and so on. Like under Actions, we can open command prompt, get information from the system. We can even reboot the system if necessary. So Teamviewer is a very handy, light and simple application used by most systems today. The second application we're going to look at is Join.me. And I say Join.me because it's particularly a web browser screen sharing application. So on the user PC, I already have Join.me open. And as you can see, we're going to hit share our screen. I'm going to go ahead and log in. .com. We're going to type our password one more time. Oh, sorry. I actually need to log in. There we go. Going to click login. Now here it's verifying that based on your subscription, if you're valid or not. We see we have a link that we can send out or generate a one-time code. Let's generate the one-time code. Give it a second. Actually, while that's going, let's go ahead and go to join.me, the website. Okay, that's loaded. We're going to go to join.me. And we see this is the home screen. And here we want to click join the meeting. And here's the code that we as the admins would need to enter. This very code at the top. It's 971-892-845. Hit join. Now in this session it may take a little while because I'm on a small MiFi for the network. So we're going to give it a second to load just to verify that we can see the screen. There we are. We see on the left it says the first participant has joined, and on the right we can now see the screen. Now a majority of the things that we found in Teamviewer we also have in join.me. We can request mouse control, we can change different settings, we can start a chat, different things like that. So it's good to have a standalone application as well as a internet primarily driven application as well to reach our end users. Sort of one step, two step, three step approach. If this doesn't work, let's try this. If this doesn't work, let's try this. So these are just a few of the things that you'll run across in the corporate environment, and these are the two most common screenshot applications that I've ran across. I hope you guys enjoyed this course. I will see you again in the next one.